Well, George, it's just been announced that your opponent for your next outing in December in defending your Commonwealth title is the Road Warrior, Glen Johnson, legend of the sport, world champion, shared the ring with some all-time greats. What emotions go through you at the prospect of meeting such a formidable challenger?
It's just pure excitement at the moment. You know, been pushing for a real fight, a tough fight, and a name if it come along, and I feel I've got that. You know, in Glen Johnson, he's a great fighter. He's a tough fighter. You know, he doesn't get stopped. He's been in with everyone. You know, mixed it with greats of past and present. So I'm just excited at the moment. I know I'm in for a real tough night, and that's exciting for me as well. You know, so it's going to give me an added drive in training, going to spur me on, make sure that I'm in the best condition I've ever been in, and it's going to be nice, because I think one thing that fighters sometimes come unstuck with is they fight, you know, good fighters who are, you know, famous or were famous, and the name's more frightening than the actual fighter or the prospect of fighting them. And this will be a great experience, because I'll be fighting someone. I think I've watched these clips on YouTube, him fighting Bernard Hopkins. I think I was 8 or 9 years old when that fight happened. You know what I mean? And I'm fighting him now. So it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a good one for the fans, which is always important to me, and it's going to bring out the best in me.
How do you go about preparing psychologically for a boxer like this? Because even though, as you say, he's been a long time in the sport, regardless of the outcome, he never disgraces himself, and he appears to have that kind of bogeyman mentality where, regardless of what the opponent does, he's still on your chest and still keeps coming. Yeah. How do you prepare for that from a psychological standpoint? You
know, two ways. You can be ignorant to it, just ignore it, and know that, you know, you're going to do the right things on the night. For me, I'm not going to, you know, say one bad word about him. He's a tremendous fighter. He's done, you know, fantastic things for the sport. But you know, obviously it's my time to step up. He's in my way, and I've got to go out there and beat him. And I've got to go out there and do it properly, do it in the way that and the manner of fighting style that I've done, you know, since I started. So I got to go out there and do it properly, and it will be nice to get a stoppage, I think, because the man doesn't get hurt. And that would be probably my main motivation for this fight.
What's the flip side of that? What happens if you tag him with your best shot? You feel it up your arm, into your shoulder, right down through your body, and he just blinks and carries on coming forward. How will you deal with what I suspect will be a brand new experience?
No, I've been there before. I've definitely been there before. You tag people, you think, was he still looking at me? Usually happens in sparring, and it's really like, oh, and it's usually sparring partners you think you walk through and you don't. And yeah, you know, it's not going to be a shocker if you hit him and he laughs at you, because he's one of those guys. And I've seen it with other fighters, you know, going there and hit guys and they don't budge. But I've never ever thought that I couldn't beat anyone. I've never ever thought that I couldn't stop anyone. And the same mentality is going to be taken into this fight with Glen Johnson. And it'll be a bold statement to go out and do. I'm going to make sure that I make winning my main priority, and not let, you know, try and knock someone out, alter that. But at the same time, that'll be something that I'd love to do, and something that I plan to do. December 15th, live at the London XL Arena. Me, George Groves, against Glen Johnson, live and exclusive on BoxNation.